What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Scent Bubble. Today, we're not running the intro. We're not doing anything crazy like that. I just want to let you guys know that I just came up on a dope frag haul. Now, I know I look like Kenny from South Park, and that's okay. I had to get in front of my camera because I'm tight on time, and I wanted to hurry up and get this out. And when I went to go put on this hoodie, I realized it was tied tight like this, and I just had to turn on the camera and go. So we're gonna rock out with me looking like Kenny slash Little Bo Peep. Okay, now this is a fragrance haul from Fragrance Buy. I got a couple more coming next week, which I'll drop. Well, it's not really gonna be a frag haul at that point, but it will be. I mean, it's like 2 or 3 fragrances, so we'll talk about it when we get there. But these 5 fragrances that I got today that I'm excited. Well, actually, technically 6 because they gave me a free one. Matter of fact, let's start with that. So the first one that they gave me, and we're not doing any reviews, guys. This is just a quick episode, kind of some vlog style. This is a frag haul I just got in. I want to share it with you guys, and future episodes will drop on each of these fragrances individually and some of the dope concept videos that I have. So without further ado, they sent me this for free. I'm guessing because I hit a certain dollar threshold on the website. This is from Parfums de Marly Oajan, 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 who knows, 1.5 ml. Well, I got to step back. So this is dope because I know this is going to smell good. Whether I like it or not, it's a different story. But Parfums de Marly, most of their scents that I've ever smelled are absolutely breathtaking from a perfumery standpoint. So I'm excited to try that. Next up, so now we got to go through this. So first fragrance, we got Amir Paris Corner, Vibrant Vetiver. I've been hearing about this fragrance for a hot minute, and I wanted to get my hands on it when the price was right, and the price was right. Another Amir Paris Corner, Fire Your Desire. I don't think Vibrant Vetiver is cloning anything. I think it's just its own, Vibrant Vetiver Delight. I've never heard anything. Oh, listen to this. A little ASMR, a little maracas. So yeah, Fire Your Desire, though, is a different story. This is a clone of Angel Share. And people say this blows Camera out of the water. Even though most people love Camera, I think most people, if they were really being critical of that fragrance and having smelt Angel Share, the OG original, and not just speculating, I think they'd all admit that Camera is an inspired by Angel Share clone, not a one-to-one, but it's still a very reliable, high-quality fragrance. Fire Your Desire, however, is what most people say is the closest thing you can get to Angel Share. I think there's one other fragrance that's more in the $50 to $60 range, but I found this on a steal for like $20. Insane. Another one I've been wanting to try. So I'm a big fan of MFK's Oud Satin Mood. I have a sample of it. I've worn it. I've smelled it. I still hang on to a sample just because it's a DNA I like to have on my nose when I'm going into smelling fragrances with rose and kind of setting the standard in my mind for what I expect out of a fragrance that boasts of a base note of rose. But anyway, this is the closest thing people say there is to Oud Satin Mood. Not necessarily one-to-one, but maybe like 85-90% high quality, though. This is from the Ministry of Oud. This is Oud Satin. So I'm very excited about that. Another fragrance that I've been wanting to try for a minute now, and I never pulled my trigger on it. So from the House of Armaf, I have Club de Nuit Intense. I have Club de Nuit Intense limited edition. I have Milestone. I have Sillage. And I've been meaning to get my hands on this, but in my investigation of this line of Armaf fragrances, I never really knew what this fragrance was cloning. and I needed to do a little bit more digging because it's not really a one-to-one clone. It's kind of like a mix between a few different clones, but most people say that it's somewhat of a Bleu de Chanel type of DNA with a little twist on it, but still, Club de Nuit, the line is mostly known for its longevity and power in the juice. So, and the quality. So this is Club de Nuit Iconic. This is supposed to be cloning a bit of Bleu de Chanel vibes with, there's one other fragrance that I think it's inspired by, but I'll have all that good information for you when we do the review on that. And then lastly, I came up on this fragrance for like $12. I don't know about y'all, but TikTok is popping right now. When you search a fragrance on Google, if it's available on TikTok's shop, it will show you. And like 9 times out of 10, someone on TikTok who's a reliable outlet will be selling a fragrance that normally goes for $20, $30, $40. They'll be selling it for like 10, 15, 20. And because TikTok's shop, I think, is fairly new, they're dropping 10%, 20%, 30% off, free shipping, $5 off, $10 off on any order from any house. Like TikTok's just throwing money at you. So like, I would normally never buy this fragrance myself because I'm not the biggest fan of JPG fragrances, Jean Paul Gaultier. I'm just too old for it for me. You know, I'm sure there's older men who rock those fruity fragrances, and they do smell of class and quality. It's just that DNA is not really in my wheelhouse at the tender age of 35. But I could not resist because I've smelled this fragrance before, and even though it wouldn't be a go-to grab, I've always wanted to say that I at least have the JPG DNA in my collection. And another reason I pulled the trigger on this is because most people say, and let's just get to the point here, this is Off Non's 9 p.m. Most people say that if you're not the biggest fan of how sweet and rich JPG is, that Off Non is kind of the better, I don't know, happy medium, or if it's just the better of the bunch. I find that people who aren't like Jean Paul Gaultier fiends, like people that just don't even really rock it a lot, but they've smelled it and they kind of respect it, tend to like 9 p.m. more than them. And I'm going to figure out why when we do the review of this fragrance, because I have smelled this and I do feel like, you know, it's good, but for $12, it's phenomenal. You know, I think I spent $12 on this. It's the full bottle. It's not a tester. This is brand spanking new. All these are brand new fragrances, but I just couldn't believe that. And some of the fragrances that we got coming next week, which I'm so excited to talk about, these are like hard to get your hands on fragrances for next week. But I just want to share with you guys, this was my haul from today. You got 5 fragrances, technically 6 with the Parfums de Marly sample. And next week, we got 3 more fragrances coming in. But TikTok has been just throwing deals at me I cannot refuse. There's been like $30, $35 fragrances on there that I'm literally getting for like $12. It's insane because of the coupons and all that stuff. And because supply and demand, there's always a small fragrance carrier that just needs to get rid of some fragrances. Like Off Non 9 p.m. right now, 100 ml is going for $10, $12. That's unheard of. I almost just want to stock up on like 5 to 10 of these because I know that this is like a hood classic in the YouTube community. Like everyone, especially young people, always want a bottle of 9 p.m. on their shelf. So I'm almost like trying to keep it in the cut just to jump on a frag community and be like, yo, buy them for 10, sell them for 15, because it's still a smoking deal type vibe. So anyway, that's my haul for today. We're going to shoot future episodes on all of these fragrances. Let me know if you have any of these fragrances. And, you know, I'm not doing a ton of vlogging stuff, but maybe in the future I might vlog and do some fragrance reviews, you know, at the park, at the mall, at my business center where I work at, with my wife, with my son, get them on camera, just get everybody involved in fragrance, change it up so you guys aren't just looking at me in my room. Might just take my phone out and, you know, shoot some 4K on the Apple phone, since we can do that. And yeah, you know, maybe do a house tour, show you my fragrance collection and everything. But I'm excited on future episodes. I feel like some of my best fragrances have yet to come. As you guys know, I'm just archiving all my singular reviews for now, and then we're going to turn all the way up. We're going to do fragrance battles, YouTube collaborations with other creators. We're going to do vlogging. We're going to do top 10s, top 5s, and just all kind of stuff. So I'm excited to kind of get through these 70 or so fragrances. And we're doing an episode a day. So we're at like 30, might be on episode 30 or 31 right now. Every day a video will drop until everything has been reviewed. And then we're going to dial back to like a 2 episode, maybe 3 episode a week type vibe and go from there. But appreciate you guys for rocking with me in the scent bubble. This was a dope haul, and I'm super excited to try these. I have not tried them yet. I want to wait and give my feedback of them live when I do the episode on each of these individually. So when you see me on camera next for each episode is when I will be having my first waft of each of these fragrances. So no more Kenny from South Park. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me in the scent bubble. And until next time, have a blessed night.